Michael was robbed and had nothing left except despair. The only thing they could do was reach out to one person in the UK who they vaguely knew, who promised he would be their guarantor to allow their children to have safe passage and haven to the UK to look after them. And so it was in March 1939. In the Austrian station, these two children boarded a train. Harry, 13, Gertie was only 15 at the time, to the destination of the UK. Just pause for a minute to think of what that means. To take everything that is precious in your life, your children, your very life, your very continuity, and to put them on trains knowing full well you probably would never see them again. Harry's parents, they promised that they'd make up at some point in the future, they'd meet them, but it never happened. Harry's father, Michael, had a heart attack and died in Vienna before the war. And Harry's mother, Leah, was deported and was murdered in Sobibor in 1942. Harry never spoke about the final moments on that train station. Maybe it was too painful for him. That's what Michael said. But we do know of many parents as they put their children on the trains, running along the tracks, screaming out the words, Zaya Kutayid, be a good Jew. That rallying call and that last image of their parents running along the train as it sped out the station became the mantra for so many Jews to live enriched and beautiful lives. But now let's think about these children, Harry and Gertie, who arrived here in 1939. Gertie barely spoke English. Harry did not speak a word. And yet, the resilience of the Jewish people, that indomitable spirit that is who we are, is remarkable because they made such lives of themselves. Passed from pillar to post during the war years, they eventually settled down. Michael became a mechanical engineer and eventually a senior lecturer in Middlesex University. Not only that, he dedicated his life to speaking to children and students across the country about what took place during the Holocaust, to ensure that the lessons of what took place many, many years ago would never be forgotten, so that we have a more enriched and blessed world for the entire world. Michael continued that legacy to this very day, where he continues to spread the words of Holocaust education, teaching and inspiring wherever he goes. It was last December that Michael and his wife made their way to Vienna, where special stones were laid outside his grandparents' home to mark where they used to live. They then made their way down to the local station, where the Kindertransport left in March 1939, bringing their parents here to his father to safe haven. And he couldn't help but wonder, as he made that journey, what were his parents thinking? What were Harry and Gertie's parents thinking as they made that journey, knowing full well they probably would never see their children again? The Talmud says if you save one life, you save the world entire. It's a reality. So many thousands of Jews creating beautiful Jewish legacies for the future and for the future of the Jewish world that came out because of the Jews that were saved and brought to the Kindertransport. Harry alone has close to 25 great-grandchildren together with him and his sister. Beautiful legacies. As we reflect on this day of Kristallnacht, let us remember that it was the impetus as well that created this beautiful act of chesed and kindness, where Jews in this country decided that at least the children, or some of the children, should be saved, and those that were continue to live and thrive to this very day.